That is the most painful thing that I experienced. I wanted to die. How could he do this? Never in my wildest dreams would I have ever expected. From that moment on, I knew I could trust nobody else in my life. I just shut down. Everybody who's watched those vlogs, I know your mind is blown. Can you believe it? And this is the reason why I don't think that my husband left me, because of my health issues. Hey guys, this is Kelly. Welcome to my channel, Incredible Anyway. In this video, it is a second video of a series on my nightmarish divorce that I went through. It was nothing like I expected. I expected it to go smoothly and be quick, and it was everything opposite from that, and it was painful and horrible, a nightmare. I'm so glad it's over with. In this video, my ex-husband's name and image have been removed, his voice altered. He is referred to as X. In the last video, I answered two very common questions I get. One was my ex-husband having an affair. Is that why he left the marriage? And two, did he leave the marriage because of my health issues? I am disabled by chronic health issues. And so I addressed that in that video. And at the end, I shared that in this video, I'm going to talk about a reason why I don't think that he left me because of my chronic health issues, my disability. I will preface it by saying that this specific thing that I'm about to talk about was more painful than the day that he blindsided me. He left me. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background first before I talk about what it exactly is. If you're new to this channel, I was vlogging for years before my ex-husband left. He was a part of the vlogs, he was a part of the videos while I always edited and I always filmed. Sometimes he would hold a camera and film, but basically they were my vlogs that I was narrating, and he was a part of them, and he would be a part of them as in sometimes, I mean, you couldn't help it. He was my caregiver, and so you would see how he was taking care of me and the things he was doing for me, and he would talk about how my health issues were affecting him. I would have videos where he would just talk about that. So it was a big part of our life and our marriage. And those of you who watched my vlogs back in the day before my separation to my husband, you saw that I was dealing with a lot of severe disabling chronic health issues, and that my ex-husband was a significant part in caregiving for me, and he took care of me, he helped me, and obviously was intimately aware of what was going on in my life. When I had to stop working as a speech language pathologist early on, he walked with me through that grief process of losing my ability to work. It was horrible, and I was disabled by migraine many years. I had neurological symptoms we hadn't discovered, like what were their source that were affecting me. I had psoriatic arthritis, fibromyalgia, irritable bowel syndrome, chronic fatigue. We could go on and on and on. Just a month and a half before he left, I had been into the ER because of a bowel blockage. They were telling us that they might have to do emergent surgery. I'm so thankful for that guy over there. I appreciate you so much. I can't imagine what it was like to watch me going through all that. It's been dramatic for us both. He drove me to every appointment. I couldn't do a lot of tasks around the house that he was doing. He was taking care of the laundry. He was cooking. He was doing a lot of things, frankly. It was a lot of work. I was very thankful that he did those things. I am disabled by my health issues. And for example, my life insurance pays my premiums because they recognize that I am disabled. Another important thing that it's important for you all to know is that when I worked professionally as a speech language pathologist, I worked for 10 months as a traveling speech language pathologist, which meant that they paid for my housing and then I got paid an hourly rate, and part of that hourly rate got sent to Social Security. And then the other, I think it was a year and a half, if that I worked for the school district, and they do not contribute to Social Security disability. They have their own teachers retirement fund thing, and they require that you have worked for 4 years before you will qualify for long-term disability. So I didn't work for 4 years, only a year and a half, if that, for them. And then for Social Security disability, it will say how much long-term disability you would get if you became disabled. Well, on mine, it says that I have not worked long enough to earn Social Security disability. I can't even apply because for neither place did I work long enough to be able to apply even for long-term disability. That has been a huge blow in my life. My husband was my source of income. I lived very comfortably. When my husband told me he was leaving, I hit audio record on my phone. He was gonna start giving me the term that most people know is alimony, but the term now is called spousal support. He said that he had figured out a certain sum. He told me what that sum was, and he said, I'm gonna start giving you that amount.
Alimony is a standard calculation in Illinois, 3% of my salary. It's a month, and I would voluntarily start that right away.
I realized it was actually in my best interest to file for divorce. Our relationship, it was not good for me, and I realized it pretty quickly after speaking with my family and friends and my therapist. Some of the factual information that's pertinent in a divorce is your state of your health. That's pertinent for spousal support anyway. In the response back, he said that I'm not disabled, that I am able to work, and that I should be barred forever from receiving any sort of spousal support. This is my ex-husband signing this under penalty of perjury. You sign these papers under oath. And he said that I'm not disabled, that I'm able to work. I felt like a hand had reached inside and grabbed my lungs, and I felt like they had been pulled out. I shut the door to my bedroom, and I just slid down my bedroom, and it was like a silent scream. I never in my wildest dreams would I have ever expected him to say that I was not disabled, to say that I was able to work, and that I should be barred forever from receiving spousal support, which of course was a huge change from what he had told me before he left. What?
$1 a month.
That doesn't start till we get a divorce.
Well, the official doesn't, but two things. Often they will go ahead and grant temporary until the divorce is final, and I'm volunteering to start that for you because I'm not going to leave you with nothing.
I wanted to die. Because the man that I loved, like, how could he do this? I mean, he knew I'm not able to work. He knew I was disabled. He knew that I have no ability to support myself. He knew for neither place did I work long enough to be able to apply for long-term disability.
I'm not going to leave you with nothing.
For those of you who watched my vlogs, seriously, how many vlogs did you watch? Seeing him as my caregiver, supporting me, helping me physically.
The following was a portion of a vlog that was recorded on March 22nd, 2018 and posted on my YouTube channel 4 months before the beginning of our marital separation. My ex-husband's name and image have been removed, his voice altered. He is referred to as X. X filmed this vlog.
It's like, as I was going to show, I was shutting down, and then but I can feel my body like not working like I want it to work. I need that.
You give her a cane.
I can do this. I'm gonna do it.
Yes, you are.
You know what I mean?
It's like your feet stop working.
Yeah, that's all right. I think my frustration is that this is my reality, and I feel like a lot of times this happens where we turn the camera off and I lose my abilities, and you guys never see that. You see the walking and you don't see the aftermath. And this is the aftermath. I am telling my body to move, and it's just not listening like I would like, and frankly pisses the hell out of me. I'm so angry, but that angry, I've always had this fire, and I'm not gonna quit, and the fire I have is how I keep going.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna let this get me down. I'm not gonna let the fact that this happened affect me. I'm gonna be okay. Bye. Adios. I need this in front of me, please. Thank you. I don't know if I can get up. Oops.
Does it help?
I can't get up.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on. Okay. No, don't pull because you'll pull me up.
Okay.
Eyes open. I think my eyes want to close. It is over. I think I should have written. No, I'm blacking out.
I'll sit you down.
Down. I'm sorry.
Nobody's fault, Jessica.
I was blacking out just because the, I don't know if it was balance, I don't know if it was my blood pressure, I don't know what it was. But I couldn't, so I was starting to not see and everything was, I was just losing my ability to just I don't know what happened. I just felt like things were just not working right. I don't know what to say other than my fingers, my hands, my arms, my legs. My feet feel heavy and hard to move. I just feel like I can't lift them right now. I'm not videoing this because I want pity. We're videoing this because it's reality. Suffering is such a real part of life. It's awful. I feel awful. You know, we've got challenges, but we can live with them and have an incredible life. This is real, and I hate it. But I'm gonna get back up again.
So I made it to the couch, but with a lot of effort and cost.
I don't know that man. That was the realization I had, was that, oh my gosh, not only has he left me and blindsided me, this is something I would never have thought him capable of. Yes, I've had many people say to me, it's just an attorney tactic, Kelly. Don't take it personally. Well, I don't think anybody could go through that and not take it personally. But the thing is that it's one thing when it's an attorney tactic. Okay, sure. But he went along with that attorney tactic. He literally signed saying that I'm able to work, that I'm not disabled, and that I should be barred forever from getting any sort of spousal support. I mean, it was like, from that moment on, I knew I could trust nobody else in my life. And it took me a while to realize that I could, but immediately I just shut down. Even though I knew that there were people who would want to know or who had already reached out to me and knew, but I just couldn't. I actually had a friend who had been so loving and so caring and so supportive the whole time, but she was only somebody that I only knew from online. And it was like I couldn't trust her because I'd never met her. And even friends that I'd known for 2 decades, I didn't trust. I was suspicious of. I didn't trust my own parents. And there's no basis. These people gave me no basis for this. It was because the person that I bound my life to, that I married, had betrayed me with lying about my disability. It was so underhanded. And this is the reason why I don't think that my husband left me, because of my health issues. Because you cannot say that your wife is able-bodied and then at the same time say you left her because of her health issues. They just don't fit into the same sentence. So it was painful, it was shocking, it still shocks me. He lived through all that life change. He lived through it. I can't even the slightest bit understand why he would do that. And that's when I realized, oh, it's because I don't know him at all. Oh, his true colors are actually coming out. I understand that paying spousal support for somebody you're leaving is not something people want to do, but to lie about it, to not have to pay at all, is... I actually showed my attorney videos. I showed him the video A Day in the Life, Meniere's disease, and those vlogs that I had done where there is my ex sitting there talking about how debilitating my Meniere's disease is, and
you were very close by to me. You try to get up and you were spinning, you can't. You can tell it's really, really bad. You have fallen. If you have vertigo, you often can't walk, and trying to stand up and walk makes things a whole lot worse. The thing about it is, when you're having vertigo, people aren't supposed to drive because it can be dangerous. You really shouldn't be, walking around, and so it really is that bad. Never you ever think, is it really that bad? If someone has vertigo, yeah, it's that bad. Kelly pushes through as much as she can, and she wants very badly to do things, and this keeps her from doing them. When Kelly gets hit by a Meniere's attack, it really does affect her. I mean, as you can see, she goes from being able to be active and actually doing things, even to really being totally incapacitating, not being able to move, laying on the ground and feeling like she's falling over, laying flat on the ground. And also just not being able to do anything. I mean, she can't, not only can't get up and move, but can't even be on the computer, sometimes can't watch TV. It's just totally gets her. It really is an attack. Something that attacks her and completely knocks her out for a while.
I can't help you. That was what convinced my attorney, was watching my ex's own words on a video. It wasn't like it was just me. No, I mean, he's filming it. When I'm having these Meniere's attacks, a doctor's study says that a person with a Meniere's attack that's active has the same quality of life as a person with cancer who is 6 days from death. That's a pretty crappy quality of life for a person who's actively having a Meniere's attack. So you can in no way say that I am not disabled. Like, it's just, is your mind blown? Everybody who's watched those vlogs, I know your mind is blown. I know it is. Can you believe it? He said that I'm not disabled. He said I'm able to work. That is just the beginning. I mean, that is just the beginning of this nightmare. And it affected me emotionally. It affected my mental health. To know that the person that you trusted with your life would betray you like that. I literally trusted no one, and I didn't think that I would ever trust anyone ever again. And I didn't want to trust anyone ever again. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about what happened further in this crazy story of my divorce. The next thing is actually, it's a scary thing. You just go, what? How? Huh? Who? It's shocking, and you will be shocked just as much as I've been shocked, and I will continue the story in the next video. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you've gone through anything like this, I am so sorry. Please know that you have my heart, and I would be happy to chat with you in the comment section. Please, even if you don't know what to say something, because this was a hard video to film. It's just hard. Even though I've come a long way emotionally, it's still hard to know that somebody did this to me. You all are so loved, and if I could have one wish, is that every person that watches my videos can know that they're not alone and know that they're loved, because you have inherent value, inherent worth, and you matter. And I'm not just saying it, I'm saying it because I learned it, and I know it's true. I know it's true for me, and I know it's true for you too. You really are valued. And oh, I wish I could give you guys big, warm hugs. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care of yourself. You matter. Bye.
Used to think I had to do it on my own, but I'm never alone now.